Eugene. A late season top 25 matchup on hand with a couple of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, there is some intrigue to this matchup between Michigan and Oregon. These are not teams that play often, but with this new revamped Big Ten, we are going to see this matchup more and more. What makes this really interesting is the history of Kyle Whittingham, the new Michigan head coach, against Oregon. He played them well and beat them often when he was the coach at Utah. We'll see if that adds a new little wrinkle into this matchup here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Ducks headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Using his legs, it's Marshall. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They want to run this quarterback. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion.
I know there are some people that say, no, in your own territory, you punt the football, you be conservative. No, sir. 4th and 1, I'm hitting the gas. All gas, no brakes. I'm going for this. I prepared for it all week. Nice job by the offense getting the 1st down on 4th and 1.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Here's Underwood. They're all over him. He'll throw it. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyways, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Extending the play. It's complete to the left. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Out wide right, it's Marshall. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Fourth down, Underwood. Keeping his eyes downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
And that's the money down, man. Fourth down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dante Moore. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Moore will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Motion from the back. Dante Moore wants to throw again. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on fourth down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
Underwood. Looking to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line. Powers forward. Touchdown, Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Here's Moore to throw. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. Upstairs, he's got it. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. From the gun, it's Hill. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. They want to get this defense on its heels.
But one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago in Davison and Hill Jr. who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those two guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like you saw a year ago, man. Like, they are a committee, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having Moore come back at the trigger opens it up. Price transfers in, so it's going to be another year of stable running backs for Oregon. A lot of ground and pound and a lot of physicality.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Throwing Moore. Setting up the screen. Past the 30. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking for a gap. It's Marshall. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Breaks into the open. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
And they are showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The give to the left side. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front 7 are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
Maybe a crease. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it to the right side. He's got enough. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
And with that, he's got him set up with a 1st and goal as we get set to play on the other side of the 2-minute timeout. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Using his feet. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. The offense cashing it in on that drive. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And the returner will be knocked down.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
Moore. Turns it upfield.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Moore to the air. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Making the adjustment on the play. Moore from the gun on third down. Right side, it's Stewart. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Quarterback gets past the marker. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Ducks want to move quickly. Dante Moore. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Ducks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together.
Over. Go.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Moore will throw. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab in the end zone for 6.
The textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing. You need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. You know, they make fun of kickers for not worrying about contact, but that's about as rough as it gets. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Throwing, Underwood. Oh, pressure's coming. At the 35, he's loose. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The DBs will back off a bit. On the move. He's going to run it. Keeps it himself and gets the first. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 7 team, the LSU Tigers.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
And it's the Longhorns with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. They're up to double digits, 10 straight victories on the season without a single blemish.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime. And the ball is free on the pitch.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The give to the back. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10. And the Ducks racing to the line in a hurry-up. Making the adjustment. On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. Trying to make one miss. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They give it to him again. Fights off a defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Turning it on. Inside the touchdown, Oregon. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick 6 certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. They'll ride the hot hand.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Send the tight end in motion. Here's Underwood to throw. Out wide right, it's Marshall. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Pushes ahead. Sweet cut there. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Swings it out to his running back. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Floats it out in space. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that will try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Here's more to throw. Look out! Got out of trouble and throws. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Moore to the air. Spits it out to the back. Right on target this time. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Quarterback changing the play. Again, it's Moore. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him. And he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Throwing Moore. Fires to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
Hey, quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and you're, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
Right side, it's Hill. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. Moore will throw. Got his man. Across the 25, he's got room. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Moore. Snags it. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Moore to the air again. He's got the back in the middle.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Hard running there. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dante Moore escapes the pressure going right. Fires into the end zone. Finds his big tight end. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. In the gun on third down. Moore into the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th. Touchdown, Ducks! Somehow they fought all the way back, and it's a 1-possession game.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They'll line up to go for two. They'll try to pound their way in. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Underwood on the play action. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
Well, here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covered. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time. Because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly early, that allowed the pass rush to get to him.
Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. And he really needs to get away a good kick here. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Second and long here. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Here's more to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like,
I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Time is their enemy. It's running out on them. Down 4, they'll go for it on 4th down.
Booster, booster. Sweep, sweep. Down the level. Return, return. Hydro, hydro. Bubble, bubble. Squid, squid, squid. Break, break. Booster, booster.
Dante Moore wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Sweep, sweep. Down the level. Return, return. Go, go.
Throwing more. Lets it go to the end zone. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Man, what a big missed opportunity for this defense. This is a play that we might be coming back. If this offense can take advantage and go score, this is a play that we might have circled, highlighted, shown again. A defense having an opportunity to not put the game away, but make it really tough for them to come back. That's a big missed opportunity.
This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Ducks! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Now, you talk about finishing games with a purpose, with a plan, executed to perfection, taking almost all of the clock, executing brilliantly down the stretch of this football game, making plays, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Still looking. He's taking the deep shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. After the interception, 0 showing on the clock, and that is how we'll end it. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At